I am simply a believer.
Saviour
is a name that I gave myself.
Okay, you nicknamed yourself.
Basing on, like sometimes when you're living life, to get to no gamba, njagala kubeera ngaki.
Saviour yamununuzi.
Because tutera nnyo okuzaalibwa nga bakuwadde amanya bagakuwa buyi.
So wewe eriyo.
Gamba nange ndyakwewera erinnya nga nze zange lyempulira mbuli ntambulira mu musaayi.
Ng'abazadde bo tebali kuwadde. Just know yetuuma.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that is good.
So Kizito Samuel Saviour omuntu atakumanyi gwa obimazemu bbanga ki era biki by'otaddeko omukono?
Yeah, well, basically the filmmaker, the producer, writer, director. I'm also a cinematographer and editor. Then I also teach filmmaking in Uganda, in South Africa, and other stuff.
You teach as you yourself, or you have a school?
I teach at institutions. I don't own a school.
Okay. In Korea, Philip was what a patch too.
Or something like that.
Samuel Saviour. I'm productions on engineer for a long time. I've been an added follower of yours. Kuvaku Premier Clay Nampala, one Sijotandikida. All the Kwanzi Classics, Owangude Awards in Yinji. You head the Oscars committee, we shall be talking about that later. Any Oscar nomination you're not this time. Also, what's the trick? What comes with success?
Well, it's not like science fiction, I would say. Okay, I've been doing film for 10 years now.
Okay, experience here, man.
Experience maybe 10 years. To me, I began with a passion of telling stories.
You tell stories.
And the only trick is that when I film, manji kola muntu agenda jiraba so yambeera ku bwongo manji kola emunyumire nange nyumire so kola filimu nga njagala mbeere mu cinema oba ku TV ndabe nange nfunemu ekyokuyiga ate nyumire that when tunoolya that target you end up doing something that people will appreciate. So situnuulira nnyo oba ssente oba wadde oba kinaye impact eri ku muntu gye agenda olaba filimu eyo.
Wemba ndaba movies waliwo abakola bayita bu short movies nobeera ne movies ziri ezitambula njawulo kyeri wakati wa bu short movies obo 3 minutes movie neziri eri empanvu
full features.
I think enjawulo ejja kugendera nnyo ku duration. So the full features of course 60, 70, 80 minutes, 90 minutes and above. Short films ebiseera ebisinga filmmaker inaatandika ate otandikirako nga yeegezesa
yeepima
tuziraba experimental films waliwo bazikola serious as a business naye nga mu industry professional experimental films tuziyigirako okukola film so osobola short film ogenda yongeramu amaanyi osobola okukola ki
short film story ebeera gwe yennyini gwefunira story
most of the movies either ojjafuna story ojja kuwa story either gijja mu katabo mu mawulire kyolabye oba olugero lwakunyumiza nawe ne idea gyoba ofunye ng'omuntu.
So Samuel, The Forbidden was one of your biggest movies.
Mwangula
award nga 2 on the continent ne walawo
there were like
30 awards on the continent, were everywhere. Was that your breakthrough?
I don't know. I feel like I haven't had a breakthrough yet. Maybe in Ugandan standards it could be, but then I think it was my first directorial film. That is called Bonjako.
That was a debut.
Bonjako, yes, was my breakthrough in a way in the industry, to be known that I'm a filmmaker and I direct films. Then Forbidden became more like yalinga ekakasambu wendiyo kitegeera. So it came at a good time that after doing Bonjako nekola Kasam Noise, then Forbidden came, it also surprised me. Like I was shocked. The results that came from that film, I was surprised. Even up to now, it's the most awarded and most nominated Ugandan film. It has over 120 nominations all over the world.
So looking at the film industry ye Kampala be Uganda, abantu bagikubye nnyo ebituli storyline, camera work, storyline, camera work mubi. How have you been able kubanga ate okola ekisinga abantu kye bagamba kirina nominations kiri considered ninga abantu la storyline, camera work, ebifaananyi bikankana, actors babulamu
babera mu motoka batatambula.
Kyenyinza okugamba industry eradde kulampola naye mbu kati fe abagirimu abagikolamu, some of us we are not so hard working. So tuli lazy in terms of learning and skilling ourselves. Kati ojasanga omuntu nga ye teyeefiirayo. Kasala nga oli alayefiira amugamba kijjoke tugenderawo teyeefiirayo kuyiga. Naye omuntu yenna akola mu industry nze abantu benkola nabo ebiseera ebisinga naye omuntu akola nga growing nange nkyayiga nkyeyongerako.
Of course okuyiga ku buli kwekyawo lyomwalina okuyiga.
Omuntu yenna nga tayagala kuyiga leero okoze firimu eno enkyayongerako. So funa kyoyiga nakoze ensobi mu eno so kanziremu nkole. That's why I may even take like I do one movie a year. Nemala omwaka gwonna nga ndi musoma mistakes ze nakola mu previous movie nenyongerako. Naye ojasanga omuntu ng'akola movie oba buli myezi ebiri mu myezi esatu talina budde butula kwerowoozaamu kuyiga. Sigala nga akola firimu kyekimu abazanyi bazanya kyekimu kitegeera naye obeera nga let me send the director nkola n'omuzanyi ono leero ng'enkyangenda kukola naye era mbanyi muyizeeko gundi mistakes zalina yesterday so improving ezo nemwongeramu naye ng'omuntu naye waba yeetaddemu amaanyi.
Abantu abakola movies wano e Kampala akwata bukwasi nakwata ne sound wa Rupi nayimba oluyimba lwange n'alusuulamu. Do you consider that copyright claims ezo n'ezo n'obwo obukwakulizo bubakwata nga
Ndudde nga sira abantu bakola bintu ebyo naye babikolanga edda maybe the circles I'm in naye nga si kyamagezi nnyo okubeera nga okoze firimu yo n'okwata oluyimba lw'omuntu n'olusuulamu ate omusabye. Most times tukola firimu tusobola osaba abayimbi abalina ennyimba oluyimba lwo ndwagala mpandikira awo n'omumpadde permission n'akuwa permission oba n'omuwayo ka ssente ne mutandikirawo. Naye most of the times kati me I own a studio. I create music for the film.
Soundtracks.
Everything from scratch. So buli kimu nkyekolera ne kibeera nga kiri owned by the production.
So you really have like a company?
Yeah, I run a production company.
Okay.
It's called Kyoto Media Group.
Okay.
Samuel, before getting a nomination was a big deal in industry.
Yeah.
Lately, buli omu afuna nominations from all types of festivals, from the Amas, Free Food, abana abagenze everywhere, all over the world. And that was there's a notion in abana abakola movies bazikolera festivals only. People no longer doing movies for the love or for the masses, bazikolera festivals because bagala kwangula award to get that big claim. Is that the way to go?
When the awards thing was beginning, it was really exciting and empowering for filmmakers. As the years keep going on, people improve. So the quality that they used to make back then, that could not even get them an award or a nomination, it's different. And the other thing is that most of these platforms where we compete these days, the competition is not as stiff as it was before. Before, to even get a nomination or an award somewhere, you would really you can actually have a basic movie. No better film was a festival that year. So now been a year quality. But most of the times whenever I have a movie, even if they nominate me, there was a nomination I got in Nigeria for a movie. It was called Judas Kiss. They gave me best visual effects, and I didn't see any visual effects in my movie. And no, I can't celebrate this nomination because I didn't see myself working like that. So filmmaker I know mugezi never quality nomination over award. Wait no lemu.
Are you worth getting it?
Okay.
So nfuna award nze nga ndaba sigisa era ngamba naye evuddewa. Yes. So netunulamu ng'omuntu.
So Samuel, you head the Oscars committee in Kampala. Yes, you head the Oscars committee of Uganda as head to the trailer. The only movie we had at the Oscars was Tembele, which was a massive movie.
Yeah, last year.
Shout out to Maurice Mugisha. This year, nothing. What happened? It's been buzz everywhere. I think you saw that, right?
Yeah,
you saw that, right?
I saw that.
Yes, there's a lot of negative vibe about us not being at the Oscars.
Yeah.
You hate that committee. One, I want you to tell me why it was for a nomination. Two, Raymond yatugamba sente my camera Raymond Shabira camera. I wanted to ask you this.
Yeah, well, I'm on the committee, so I could tell you this year the movies we got, I was among the judges that were actually looking at the films.
Oscars.
Yeah, we got 2 movies that were submitted and they were not up to the standard.
Okay.
Yeah. And not that they were, those movies even won at Uganda Film Festival as with this year, they won awards there, but they were not up to the standard of the Oscars that we wanted to put there. So they were not actually anything beyond Tembele. You understand? So we wouldn't have to represent ourselves with that kind of quality. But then the movies that we thought we would have gotten that time, they didn't get submitted. So we had like 3 movies in mind that we wanted to be submitted, but they didn't come.
They didn't come
They
up.
badger. And it's free to submit, but people fear.
They fear you, mutema nnyo ndowooza.
Okay, we are so keen. I would say that we are so keen.